Today we're going to be writing exponential equations. So yesterday you learned what the equation of an exponential looked like, and you also learned what the graph of an exponential equation looks like. So when we're given a graph that's an exponential and they ask us to write the equation, it's not that bad because we have our calculators to really do the work for us. So if you know how to use the calculator, then you should be in good shape. So the equation, the general equation of a quadratic, just to refresh your memory, is y equals ab to the x power. A, b are just going to be numbers, and x is always going to be the exponent. So what we need to first do when we're given a graph is we need to find 2 points that cross the grid exactly at a point. So if we take a look at number 1, we see we have 0, 4, and we have 2, 16. Now, as long as you pick 2 points that cross exactly on the grid, you will get the same answer. So if you chose, let's say, 1, 8, that's fine too. You're going to get the same answer as me. So next step is we are going to make a table. So I have the point 0, 4, and I have the point 2, 16. So far, so good. So what we're going to do from here is we are going to use the calculator. Now, the calculator steps, if you forget, they're all going to be up at the top. So what I do, I'm going to go to my camera so you can see my... All right, so here's my calculator. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit the stat button. Then we're going to hit enter because we want to edit our lists. Now, if you have something in your list, it's very important that you clear those out. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to L1. You're going to hit clear and enter. You're going to go to L2, you'll hit clear and enter. Never hit the delete button, never. Only highlight the header, hit clear, then hit enter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in our list. So we had 0, enter, 2, enter. We had 4, enter, 16, enter. So L1 is your X. L2 is your Y. So from there, what we're going to do is we are going to hit Stat, scroll over with your right arrow to Calc. You're going to scroll down to EXP because we are looking for an exponential equation. Once you get to EXPREG, which is the number 0, you're going to hit enter. Now what you will do is you will hit enter all the way until we get an equation that looks like this. So we have y equals a times b to the x power, a equals 4, b equals 2. So I'm going to go back to my paper here. And we need to copy down our calculator exactly as we see it. If you don't copy the whole screen, you're not going to be able to get full credit. So we have y equals ab to the x power. We have a equals 4, b equals 2. All you need to do after you copy down that screen is you just need to substitute in your values. So we have y equals a is 4, b is 2 to the x power. Here is your answer. So really, the calculator did most of the work once I gave it the information that it needed. I will do number 2 with you, and then I will have you do the rest on your own. If you think that you are good and you could do it on your own, I would recommend hitting pause, trying to do the work, hitting play to go over it to see if you did it correctly. So let's look. Step 1, we find our 2 points. So my 2 points are going to be 0, 5, and let's see, -1, 10. Now I recommend never using the point where the arrow is because you can't really tell if that's an exact point. So just keep that in mind. So I write down my table, x, y. So I have -1, 10, 0, 5. So let's take a look at what we do. So I'm going to go to my calculator. So we go here. So we go to Stat, Edit. We have something in our list, so we scroll over to the heading, hit Clear, Enter. Scroll over to the right, highlight the heading, Clear, Enter. So we had -1 and 0, and we had 10 and 5. From there, again, you're going to hit Stat, scroll over to Calc, and since it's an exponential graph, we are going to go to exponential reg, which is 0. We hit Enter until we get to Calculate. There it is. Now there are going to be times where you get decimals, and that's okay. So we have a times b to the x power, a equals 5, b equals 0.5. So let's write that down. Again, you do have to copy the entire screen of the calculator. So y equals a b to the x power, a equals 5, b equals 0.5, and we just substitute into the equation. So that would mean y equals a is 5, b is 0.5 to the x power. And there it is. There's our answer. So really, it's just a matter of giving the calculator the information it needs to spit out the right answer. So that is how we are going to be writing exponential equations.